welcome to the latest update from the Articulation series featuring S.H.MonsterArts figures by Bandai Tamashii Nations. I'm sure some of you have already noticed by now that when you log on to the Articulation series website, you actually see a brand new design, and we're going to be talking about how to navigate through that. This is the landing page. This is the first thing you're going to be seeing if you're a desktop user. It's a motion background. It's got a whole banner right here, the Articulation series featuring S.H.MonsterArts. And you'll notice right away, the main menu that we used to have, the navigation menu, is completely gone. It's been replaced with this up here. It's our little sandwich menu is what I like to call that. When you click on this, you're going to get different selections right here. You got stop motion demos, the Godzilla lineup, reviews, a 360 gallery. We also have a community pro gallery and other monsters to choose from. Now, what's really cool is that this is an interactive site. That's something that I've been trying to aim for a long time with this design. And it's about a year and a half in the making to create this whole website. So I'm really excited to show you it. So those are our icons right there. We'll take a look at stop motion demos first. Let's go ahead and click on that. So it scrolls up and down. Little demo of the stop motions themselves are located in here. You can get a little brief description as well. We also have the Godzilla lineup. And this is always going to be updated. Whenever there's a new release, one of these monsters are actually going to be replaced. And generally the oldest one is going to be knocked out. This will be updated as soon as a new MonsterArts is announced that's Godzilla related. We also have our reviews section. These photos are actually from the reviews themselves. So you can take a look at these. None of these images are separated, so if you click on the Godzilla 2000, it's not going to take you to the Godzilla 2000 logo. In fact, this will actually take you to the reviews page when you click on that. We also have our Community Pro gallery. This is empty right now, but it will be filled because we are taking user submissions, and if you read right here, the page is updated every 1st and 15th of the month. We'll go more into detail about the Community Pro gallery soon, but for now, this is just the landing page to that. And you notice I didn't click on 360 degree gallery, and that's because this page is currently in development, but we'll talk more about that at the end of the video. Now, you don't have to click on these icons just to get to those pages. If you don't want to deal with the icons, I'm going to scroll through it now. It auto loads everything as you go. I mean, honestly, they're faster to get where you want to go. So for example, I want to get to Community Pro gallery right away. It's going to take us there right away. It's going to swoosh through all those different menus. I have a brand new copyright layout down here at the very bottom of the page. This includes more than just Godzilla. It includes a lot of other franchises. And that's something that's a big announcement with the new page design is we will be covering all S.H.MonsterArts releases. We're still going to highlight Godzilla stuff. You know, that's why Godzilla's got the review section and it's got the lineup page right here and the stop motion demos. But you will be able to check out the other monster information in case you're wanting to purchase it or check out some reviews. So let's check out the stop motion demos. So this is the stop motion demo page. This is reminiscent of the original, just a little bit sleeker is all with its design. If you hover over the pictures here, they'll do a little zoom bounce. But it's pretty much the same. When you go in there, it'll open up with the light box. Video plays right here, and you got some thumbnails down here that you can select through different monster videos. A little description on the bottom. Now, if you don't want to watch this on the Articulation series, you could go watch this at YouTube by clicking on this link here in the header. You could also full screen it if you'd like to see it, because right now it's only going to play in this little lightbox video. You might see these buttons up here. This is just to full screen the lightbox, though, not the video. If you want to full screen the video, you're going to go down there and do that. So, and that's pretty much it for stop motion demos. Not too much has changed in terms of function other than just a sleeker new interface to go with it. So, and a little description right there. At the very bottom of each of these pages, there is a Twitter link, an Instagram link, a Facebook link, and a YouTube link to all of our social media. You can check any of those links out anytime you want. Now, if you want to check out for the latest updates, I would recommend checking out the Facebook. If you're in it for just the pictures and everything, I would say go to Instagram right here. Instagram's just more of the fun, you know, images, candid pictures that I take every now and again with news updates, of course. Unfortunately, with Instagram, you can't click on any links that are involved in that. So it's just a picture, and then you have to go to Facebook anyways to go click those links. Twitter, that's just a quick way to get out some news updates. Generally, they're going to be links to either product pages or back to the Facebook page where you can find out more details. And that's just because there's limited amount of writing that you can do. And then the YouTube page, of course, that's got just the central hub for all the YouTube videos that we upload. Let's head over to the Godzilla lineup. So this is a new page that encompasses what used to be the past releases and upcoming releases page, but now it's all been put into one. You can click on any of these links, these photos, I should say, and you're going to see just like a profile picture for each of these monsters. You can't click on them though. All these photos right here, all that they do is just let you see a little brief glimpse of, you know, the release date, the price, the availability. You're going to see 3 different types of availability, by the way, for status. It's going to be discontinued, available, and pre-order. And that's just kind of like at a glimpse. If you don't want to click on any of them, we have arrows right here. You can also do a slideshow version by pressing play up here. Little play bar lets you know when it's going to switch over to the next one. Now, to access the information on any of these pages, we have our click for more information at the bottom of it. This is going to take you to a monsters page. But we're going to go ahead and click on it for more information. So every page that you click on that's regarding any monster, it's going to start out with that roar during the loading page. And from here, you're going to be able to see everything you want. It's like a big database of just about this S.H.MonsterArts figure here. So, but anyways, this is the cart. And again, I just want to say that we don't sell the figures here on the Articulation series, but we do point you in the direction where to get them. So you'll see Japan retailers, and you're going to see USA retailers. Japan retailers, you know, we've got is Mandarake, Bai by Yahoo, you've got Jungle Hobby. These 3 places are really great to find these figures that are discontinued at lower prices. Unfortunately, because of the demand, they're always going to be higher than MSRP, but sometimes you might find a good deal. Then you have the USA retailers. Again, because this is an older figure, there's really not a lot of places that you can buy it from in the United States, so you're limited to really Amazon and eBay. So we'll show a different example of this from one of the newer figures that are on pre-order, so you guys can check that out and see what it looks like as a full thing. You're going to see this little book logo over here, though. That is for a manual. What we've included on every monster page that comes with a manual, we'll have that here. So say you move and you lose your manual somewhere, or maybe you sold the figure, or maybe you bought a used figure and it didn't come with the manual. You can always check this page and you'll be able to see the manuals, and you can download those, you can print those if you'd like. These are provided by Tamashii Nations. Pretty cool. So there will be 2 other buttons that are right here. There's actually a 3-button layout. However, they're not completed for this specific figure. So for the time being, just promo gallery. The other buttons that will be here are review and 360-degree gallery. So, and that's our promo gallery button right there. We'll talk about the function of that in just a second, but this is the monster gallery below it, though. You've got all the information right here that you need. Talks about accessories, the height of the figure, synopsis, and then you've got the gallery down here. Just like the other slideshow, you can click on it. Now, if the thumbnails are ever in the way of the picture, you can always hide them with this button right here. That'll make them go away. But if you want to click through them, that's an option right here where you can just kind of click through. Check out these photos. If you want to download these photos individually, I do have a download button right here as well. So you can click on that and it'll download each photo individually. To close the Lightbox window, if you're on a desktop platform, you can actually click anywhere and it will go away. If you're on a mobile device, though, you will have to click the X to make that go away up there. But it's the same concept. You can use your keyboard to go back and forth with photos. You can use the arrow right here. You can even click and drag the photos if you'd like. Clicking on the images makes it zoom in. Double clicking on it. So if you wanted to zoom in on a place, it zooms in actually to the full resolution of the photo. It's pretty neat. So that's the gallery portion. Now I just wanted to scroll back up. Promo gallery. When you click on this, it actually scrolls down and it will actually take you to this images. It's just a little nice little quick function. Something that I'm trying out different is a 3D box render of every single S.H.MonsterArts figure. Now, this is just a demo that only exists on the 1994 Godzilla page. And the reason for this is it just comes down to budget. You know, I pay out of my own pocket to keep this website up. Nobody sponsors the website or anything like that. So unfortunately, this software, this 3D rendering software, it is a subscription program. So they give me a free demo to work with. So if anybody out there wants to sponsor this and wants to see more of this 3D rendering, I can definitely make that happen. So you can leave feedback in the comments, direct message if you're interested in it. But until then, this is just a quick look of how it works. So we'll see what happens. But with this 3D render right here, it's kind of cool. You can actually take this, you can move it around however you like. So and this is the actual box dimensions of this figure, by the way. So it's not squished or anything like that. This is 100% exactly what the thickness looks like. I mean, it's not a one-to-one scale by any means, but you know, you can zoom in on it if you'd like. Zoom back out. If you don't touch it, it just starts auto-rotating. But say you wanted to make it bigger, you can go to full screen mode right here. And you can really get a good look at the box now of what it entails. So it's a pretty neat feature. You got it on all sides. You know, it's a 360-degree look. You can flip it on just about every side, and you can get a good look at what the box looks like as it's built. And to get out of that, you just kind of zoom back out. This works for mobile and it works for desktop. Bit tricky on the mobile side because it is a little laggy, I guess. But for on the desktop, on your Chrome browser, Safari, it works quite well. When we scroll down a little bit further, you're going to see the download all images button. So say you want to download all of these pictures right here. You don't want to just download one at a time. I've actually made it quite convenient where you can just go here and you just click on this and it'll be in a RAR folder. So you will need WinRAR to actually access these images. And then when we scroll down to the very bottom of the page, you actually will see the marketing stats. And this is live. Every time you refresh this page, it's going to pull the data from a site called camelcamel.com. And this is an embed code that we've implemented here. So it actually pulls the data from their website. You'll note that there's 3 different colors here. Green, that's the Amazon new price. That's how long Amazon had it in stock before it was officially discontinued. So, but then the blue one, you got third party new. This is any seller that's on Amazon that is selling the figure, that's selling it brand new and sealed. And then of course we have the third party used, which is the red one right there. And then when you're at the bottom of the page, oh, you don't want to scroll back up, we have this nifty little back to the top button right there. You can click that, it'll take you right back up to the information. So the big thing about this website design is I have what we call anchor points. That's how, when we clicked on this button down here back to the top, it knows exactly where to stop. So the thing is when you hit the back button up here, it's just going to go back on the page. So if you just want to get back to the Godzilla lineup, we put Kiryu right here, so you can hit the back button, and that will take you right back to the Godzilla lineup right there. So it's kind of the quick exit. So I showed you the 1994 Godzilla page. Let's take a look at something that's coming out recently. So we're going to go look at, say, the 1954 Godzilla reissue page. Pretty cool. So I just wanted to show you guys just how the buttons work again with something that's recently coming out. Now, for the USA retailers, the list is much longer. All these pre-order links are all available right here. The only thing that's different from this page compared to what used to be on the old upcoming releases page is that we're no longer tracking the deals, the best deals. That's going to be up to you and you following our Facebook page where we will put the best pre-order deals. So we already looked at stop motion demos and Godzilla lineup. We're going to check out the review section now. So this is the reviews page. A little bit more of a simple design. When you get in here, you're going to see all the completed characters I've done reviews for. And at the very bottom, you'll see a scale that we use for all of our weights. This is for you to understand better how these figures are reviewed and why they get the grade that they get. So the bigger ones, sculpt, articulation, and paint, 25% easy, divvying up the score right there. Extras, here's the thing. They don't make or break the figure, in my opinion. And again, these are my reviews, so this is why it's only going to get a 5% on there. So if they got no, accessories, it's really not going to ding the grade that bad. It's really, I look as an accessory as like a bonus and not so much as a staple for these figures. So 5%. And then the value, this is just what I think the figure is worth. So when we scroll back up, you can see we have King Ghidorah right here. You can click through it. There's different photos, different grades. And all these photos you see here, these are actually from the reviews themselves. And this is just a few of what those images look like. And when you're ready, you can just click on the middle image right here, and it'll take you right to the review. Now, as far as what the old review page looks like, it's just a minor facelift that I did. It's kind of the same for the most part, except this time we've made it so that the light box has a nice little MonsterArts collage in the background. Unfortunately, you can't scroll to the other photos. The way I've designed this is actually it's one photo at a time. And that's just has to do with how it's coded into the system. So if you want to click on any of these photos, they'll pull it up in that like box right there. You'll notice that the options that were there originally where you can download them, those are gone. You can, if you really want to download these photos, you can always right click and save image as. But that's how you'd access that. And this is just the typical format of the review page. It looks very similar to what you've seen before, just a little bit nicer and more fledged out, if you will. At the very bottom of the page, this is going to be new. We took away the tokens. We're doing a letter grade system. They're not really quite needed anymore. So from now on, it's just going to be a big grade summary right here instead of B+. Figure information is going to take you straight to the monster page right here that we have from before. Stop motion demo. This is a lightbox window, so it's actually going to open it up right here. You'll still remain on the page and you can check out the stop motion demo. The 360 gallery, that's going to take you to the actual page once when it's actually created. Because this figure does not have a 360 gallery as of this video, that's going to be grayed out. Anytime you ever see a link that's grayed out, it's because it's coming. It'll eventually come. There's no actual date, but it will turn white one of these days. And we have the showcase gallery page. This is kind of a new, exciting thing. When I take photos of these monsters, I always take a lot, too many to post in a review. It's just a shame to have them just sitting here on a hard drive, and I do want to share them with you guys so you have a better look. And the way it works is kind of similar to the Godzilla lineup page. The slideshow that you guys are familiar with that I've shown you so far is, you can swipe through it, you can drag and drop, you can zoom, you can play, you can download each one at a time. But the whole idea of this is it's just all the photos in one place. So that's all the gallery pages right there. The showcase gallery is what that's called. When we go back to the reviews page, there's one more button that we didn't go over. It's the Tamashii Nations product page. When you open this, it's going to open it up in a new page because it's not on the main Articulation series website. So you can always go back to it on your tabs, but this is just the main product page. If you don't have Google Translate extension installed, you're going to see this all in Japanese. I have this installed on my Chrome desktop. So this is what the product page would look like in Japan, though. We're going to go check out the Community Pro Gallery. This one's pretty neat. It's a brand new feature, and I'm hoping that you guys are going to like it. Anybody can upload a picture to the site, and you guys can have it featured right here. So right now, these are just 5 demos that I uploaded myself, so you can see just how it's going to work. These were some photos that I took just in the middle of doing some reviews, decided to dress it up and make it a little fun. So, but yeah, it's a very cool feature, and I'm hoping that everybody will want to participate in this. Those who feel like doing so, you can just click on this link. Just click on the upload button there, and you're going to see a whole page description on how to do this. One thing I want to highlight is just this is a Community Pro gallery. So we're not looking for candid photos here. What we're looking for is photos that were done with great lighting, special effects added into it. We really want to make it seem like you guys are showcasing the best of your abilities on here. And I can't emphasize it more than make sure that the photo resolution is larger than 1280 by 720 pixels. Being a pro photography gallery, we want to make sure that we're not uploading small pictures. It's got to have a higher resolution than at least 1280 by 720 pixels. So to do this, all you got to do, guys, is just drag and drop files right here to upload. And when you see the check mark, that's it. That's all it takes. That means it's been fully uploaded. There's nothing else to do. This won't go away or anything like that. So if you wanted to reset, all you have to do is just reload the page and it will go away. I encourage you guys and everyone to really read the terms and conditions before uploading a photo. This page right here is going to tell you everything that you need to know about, why we upload the photos, who owns the photos. Don't worry, I don't owe your photos or anything like that. It can be updated at any time, so please check this often. So that's the Community Pro Gallery. We're going to check out the Other Monsters panel. The Other Monsters panel, this is actually going to feature all the monsters that are not Godzilla related. And it's got a little nice carousel window right here. You can either click or drag across, or you can click down here if you want to cycle through them. But it's going to feature King Kong, Alien, Predator, Gamera, and Monster Hunter. It's just going to look like the Godzilla lineup, very similar in design. Click on that. As you can see, it's still pretty much the same format right there. So there's Kiryu right there. You can always click the back button, and that will take you right back to the lineup that you were previously at. It won't take you back to the Godzilla lineup. I do want to point out a new feature that I forgot to mention in the 1994 Godzilla section is that you can click anywhere on this box and it will play the monster roar over again. If you want to go back to the landing page, you can click on this link right here. It will take you back to the landing page. And then finally, the 360-degree gallery. When you click on this, guys, it's not finished. This is why I'm saving this one last. It's not done. When you click on this link, it's just going to take you to a demo page, and it only really works the best with your desktop computer. It doesn't work so great when it comes to mobile. But this is the demo page for the 360-degree gallery. What you can do is click and drag, and you can see a 360-degree view of the monster. So you can't, unlike the 3D image I showed earlier, you can't move it up and down, vertical. It's only left and right. It's just a turntable 360-degree panel. But this isn't done yet. There's a lot of photos. For every time it turns around, that's a photo being loaded. So we're just trying to figure out a way to balance this out so it doesn't take so many resources, because we don't want to put all of these guys in one place. That's a lot of photos, and that's actually the reason why the Articulation series was even updated in the first place, was because there was just so many photos loaded on the past releases page. It would take forever to load, and we're trying to avoid that. So until then, you can enjoy this demo until we're able to figure out a little bit a better way to approach this 360-degree view. So something else that's mentioned here is that you can right-click the image for a high-res still. So this is really cool. If you're on a desktop computer, you're able to right-click the image, and you can open this image in a new tab. So say you wanted to see this at its full resolution, or you wanted to download it, you can open that up, and there it is. You can't rotate this one once when you open it up. It's just a still. It's just for you to save an image as if you wanted to post it, or if you want to hyperlink it to something, you can always copy image address as well. So, but going back to that, that's our 360 demo right there. If you have any feedback for that, please, put it in the comments, things that you are looking forward to. I know I said lastly a second ago, but this is actually the last thing that we're going to be talking about, which is the new upcoming releases page. It's a new carousel widget that I've got on here. It's just going to cycle through all the new upcoming releases. You can either watch it, or you can click and drag however which way you want. And when you click on these guys, it's just going to be a brief synopsis of the release dates. So you can click on that. It'll take you right to the Burning Godzilla page. So that is it for the Articulation series update. Thanks for tuning in and checking it out. We hope to see more in the future. If you guys have any questions, comments, I'm open to feedback. Go ahead and leave those in the comments section right there. And until then, This is the Articulation series.